From NBC News in Washington, Meet the Press with David Gregory.
We are back. More of our roundtable with the roundtable here. I want to talk politics. I also want to talk about the politics of gas prices. Alex, you were saying in the break, this is what can be connected economically to the president in terms of an economic downturn. T. Boone Pickens, natural gas advocate, of course, and author of the Pickens Plan for Energy Independence. I spoke with him this week as part of our Press Pass midweek conversation, which is available on our blog. And he said there was a promise made about energy independence by this president that has not been a promise kept. This is what he said.
I remember very well what he said when he was nominated. He said that in 10 years we will not import any oil from the Mideast. We're almost 3 years deep now from when he made that statement. There's been no plan put forth that I've seen, and since he's been president, to accomplish that, unless he started talking about natural gas. And when you get down to it, we don't have a number of options.
And David Brooks, a year ago after the Gulf oil spill, the president said, what I will not accept is inaction in the energy debate, and yet that's where we are.
Yeah, well, he joins a long list of presidents who have failed at this. But I do think the natural gas point is an essential point. Wherever I go around the country, western Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, Texas, I've been a lot of places where we're finding new natural gas deposits here. It seems to be the fuel of the future, even though it's the fuel of the president. The problem is we don't have the infrastructure to really exploit it. And I think this is an area where we have to get over our aversion to fossil fuels and our fantasy that we're going to live off solar and wind, which we're not. And so, but that's an intellectual leap that the political class has to make.
Anita, how much does this hurt gas prices? They talk about, I know from talking to White House advisors, even more than jobs right now, they know that his approval is tied to gas prices.
Listen, gas prices, when they go up, hurt any president. We saw this with Bush. We've seen it for a long time. I think going to David Brooks's point, though, Washington has a habit of thinking, well, because an energy bill didn't pass in the last Congress, therefore, there's no energy problem now because we didn't pass a bill to deal with it. This is one the president since Richard Nixon have been talking about, and we don't have a comprehensive energy plan. I think that the White House, when the president went out in his State of the Union and outlined his clean energy standards and other ways to achieve that independence from imported oil, I think that people were like, what's he doing? Why is he bringing this up again? He's very committed to this, and frankly, it is part of the economic future of this country that's going to create the jobs that is going to help bring the middle class forward again. And that's what the argument's about, David. I mean, that is really where the polls are.
And the problem is that there's a lack of consensus.
There is.